Disclaimer: this video was originally on Nima Gharavi's YouTube channel. He said IHSA Referee gave us permission to use this video and all commercial rights in our YouTube video. If you want to learn more about that as well as the rulebook, look in our description down below. Peace. Alright guys, here we're going to be breaking down a 2-on-1 tilt. The person is doing this, Purdue command, forgot his name, but pretty good wrestler. So let's just let this clip play out for the first time. Not able to get it the first time, and then is able to tilt his opponent. Second time, pick up around 3 points in near fall. So let's break it down. So first thing that you gotta do to get a 2-on-1 tilt is right there. You gotta lock up the 2-on-1 basically. So that's basically you're grabbing the tricep, and then on the other side you're grabbing the wrist. So that is the first step. If you don't have it, it's gonna be not as successful as if you did have it. Then from there, what you want to do is you really want to put pressure, and you really want to roll through like almost all the way, and that's what's going to get your opponent to kind of go over like that. But the wrestler in white notices that, so he rolls through. And then from there, goes for that 2-on-1 tilt one more time, puts that momentum into it. It's kind of rolling over, and this time he has that 2-on-1 tilt locked up again. So you see he's grabbing the wrist, and he's grabbing kind of around the tricep and elbow area, and he has that leg hooked. That leg hook is really what's going to make this move super successful. If you have the leg hooked, you're going to score 90% of the time. So he hooks that leg, and then from there all he has to do is elevate. So as long as you're elevating like that, you're going to be scoring all day long. So pretty good 2-on-1 tilt right there once again, and then he's getting that near fall and just bails out on it at the last second. You really don't want to stay in there for too long. It's not really a pinning move, it's more of a quick near fall move. So let's look at it one more time. So he locks up the 2-on-1, puts some momentum in it, rolls through. His opponent notices that, and he's late to hooking the leg, so his opponent's able to roll through all the way. And then the second time he locks it up again, and this time he has that leg hooked, so his opponent can't roll through all the way. And from there, all he has to do is elevate the leg. He's going to be scoring points all day long. Let's go on to the second clip now. So here, see another try for a 2-on-1 tilt, but opponent rolls through all the way. So let's take a look at that real quick. So first things first, gets that 2-on-1, tries to get it at least, and he has that leg hooked already, which is good. If you can hook the leg right away, that's even better, not having to hook it while you're rolling. So he hooks the leg right away this time. But also, he has that leg hooked, but if you notice, he's kind of already on his back because of his opponent's high bridge. He's kind of already near his back, which is dangerous. Could be called for defensive pin if he gets all the way on his back. So what happens is, at this point, so basically what happened was, he's locked up 2-on-1 tilt, he's elevating the leg, and his back is pretty close to the mat. So his opponent rolls through, and his back is almost completely on the mat. Could be called for a defensive pin. So here he has a few options. He could either bridge, or he could either bail out, and he bails out basically. That's why not able to score any points there. But what you could have done is you could have bridged. Basically, that's what Spencer Lee does for the short answer. Very short answer, but it's a simple solution. You gotta bridge when you're on your back like that. And I'm not a god tier wrestler, but this is just common logic, common sense. You gotta be able to bridge like that. So that's why someone wasn't successful. And also, if we look at that one more time, what happened was he didn't have the 2-on-1 locked in all the way. If you look, his opponent's hands kind of flailing around behind him, because number one, doesn't have the 2-on-1 locked in right away, which is why this move went wrong. He does have the leg hooked, which is good, but he doesn't have the 2-on-1 locked in all the way. From there, he's pulling his opponent over, which is good, but his opponent kind of just sees his chance. His arm is basically free already. He tries to put an underhook in at the last moment, but he's not able to. And then at this point, what you can do, I would probably bridge. If you bridge and kind of stretch them out, you would probably be scoring from there, but smart decision, just bails out. So no harm done. If you're doing a 2-on-1, you get caught on your back, you can just bail out like this guy did. but you could also bridge and score some points from that position as well. So overall, it's not a very risky move. It actually is a pretty good move if you know how to do it correctly. Main steps, like I said, you gotta lock up that 2-on-1. Like I said, right there, he's locking it up, wrist, and he's got like all the elbow or tricep area. Gotta hook the leg, and you really gotta put hip pressure into it. And then from once you have that leg hooked, once they're on their back, kind of bridging, you just gotta elevate your leg, and they're gonna be putting their back to the mat, having it exposed. You're gonna be getting your back points all day long. Yeah, pretty quick explanation. And if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and solve more content like this. Peace.